Hi, everybody. This is Mike, aka Mike in the Truck, and it looks like we are completely frozen. Well, that's not good, Chris. It looks like we're stuttering, but huh.
How about me? Am I frozen now?
You're hardly moving. I'm wondering if it's processing
Wow.
because of the fact I've got a background behind me.
Yeah, let's cut the background and see what happens.
Okay, I'm going to cut my background. So, let me go into this. It might be. Let's see. Sorry, folks, for the delay. Um, Can I just go regular camera?
You go virtual background and then you go none.
Oh, okay. Virtual background, none.
So settings, virtual camera, background, and none. So I
Yep,
have none.
that did it. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it was a nice idea. I mean, we have decently powered computers, so but now
Yeah,
we
mine's
know.
brand new. I might have to take mine back.
Mine's a couple years old, but it's a gaming rig. It's a gaming laptop, but it's still powerful enough for a game like this. But we digress. Let's try this again. Hi, folks. This is Mike, aka Mike in the Truck, coming to you from the land of misfit toys, and joining me from halfway around the world, and I'm not kidding when I say that, is Christopher Slovick. Chris, welcome.
Hey, I have a quick question for you. Halfway around the world, how was your weather today?
Well, it's been raining overnight,
Okay.
and it's starting to sleet, and we're supposed to get
Oh.
maybe 5 inches of snow, but right now nothing. What's what? That's what they said last night. My wife's like, we're not getting 5 inches. It doesn't appear we're getting anything, but they were calling for up to 5 inches, and we're getting nothing. We got sleet.
Oh, it hit 100 degrees today,
You're at
and
100 degrees
it
today.
hit 100 degrees
Oh my
today, and
goodness.
the jungle humidity came in. And jungle humidity is do this in July, whenever it's 100 degrees. I want you to wrap yourself in a wool blanket and run as fast as you can outside, and then see how fun that is. It is swamping. In fact, I have my air conditioner on, and my air conditioner inside here has a pipe that goes through the wall to the shower and empties out in the shower. And there are days, especially in March, when it's a constant stream of water into the drain. A constant, it's like wringing a sponge,
Wow.
but a constant
Oh
24
wow.
hours a day. And it's incredible. In fact, the hottest days here in Thailand are actually in April. People think it's June, but where we are, southern wise,
Right.
and the Tropic of Capricorn, I believe it is that line, the sun hits us in April and then goes north and then hits us again in September and goes south. So April and
Wow.
September are the two hottest months here. And while hot, I mean 110 degrees with about 80% humidity.
Wow.
Yeah, that's fun. That could be great.
Massive difference in the world. What I'm thinking might be the massive difference is I had Chris comes on before we go to air, and he's got the virtual green screen behind him of a football field, and I'm like, I've been meaning to do this, so I did a virtual behind me. But just the other day at the $5 store, I bought a green screen. I didn't even unbox it, but it was sitting next to me. And when Chris did that, I'm like, oh, let me take this out, but it doesn't have a stand. It's just the screen. What do you expect at the $5 store? So I'm wondering, Chris, if it's because we were doing virtual versus an actual green screen, that maybe the processing power was just excessively that much more. We'll toy around with it later, but let's talk about our
I think
matchup.
one of the more interesting things, though, is I've been out of the states for a couple years now. I visited in the winter, but the $5 store, I remember the dollar store.
Yeah, well, the five
Wow,
dollar
prices must
store is
have gone
now
up.
the $5 store is now the 5.59 store or $10 store. Depends on what you buy. And the dollar store is now like the $1.50 store. They don't. It's not just everything's a dollar. Now they've got stuff that's more than a dollar, and they've got stuff that's more than $5. So it's
Wow,
just a sign of the times. They still call it
guess if
Five Below, but I mean, yeah, I've
I
seen
guess
5.55. So five ninety
you want an
nine.
eraser with your pencil, then it's 150. Then I guess, and one of those.
Uh,
Yeah.
all right, who do you like in this matchup? You got Weeb Eubank
Hmm.
now coaching, in this case, the Colts, when last week he coached the Jets in that crazy game against Dallas, taking on the 0-2 Bucks, one of the best defenses in history.
I would say that in my NFL 100 simulation league, Tampa Bay won the whole thing.
They did.
Tampa Bay of 0-2. And I would say the difference is going to be their kicker. Myra, because it's going to be a defensive game, and it probably will be a defensive game. It's going to come down to Tampa Bay can make 30, 40, 50-yard field goals. They have a great kicker, and Baltimore really has to score touchdowns or it's flipping a coin. I think it's going to come down to that. Baltimore has some very good offensive players, and they have a great defense. Look at those 99s, like Gino Marchetti and all them. But I just see.
And one of my personal favorites.
Oh, Art Donovan. Oh,
He was
remember him?
hilarious. Oh my God, he was
Oh yeah,
hilarious.
he was great. He was on that Dallas Texans team too, the worst team in history.
Yeah.
That was, but that was with I simulated with the 58 Colts before, and they made my 2020 club, 20 missed field goals and 20 turnovers, and that's I like if Baltimore has no turnovers, they're one of the best teams you can simulate in this game. If they hit their field goals and have no turnovers, they're hard to beat, really hard to beat. But then again, it's now the turnovers and it's the whatevers, and as you can see, well, Baltimore, wow, that is a shock.
No, I would take Baltimore, but I think for the key for them to win is to score early and hold on. Get on top
Yeah,
early and hold on. If they can do that, then they can win this game, even against this great defense. I think it's going to be a battle of offenses trying to score against their respective defenses. But let me get back over here. With all that being said, let's get into the game and hit our national anthem.
Please rise, everyone, for our national anthem.
well, I think it's a good thing that the NFL never had a Canadian team, because if they did, what would we use as a national anthem? The shortened version. But
We would have both.
yeah, there we go. It'd be like the game in Buffalo, but it's up to the 36. It'll be first down and 10. First and 10, you got United for 3.
Second down.
And it'll be second down and 8. Second down and 8. Motion Unitas. The screen to Dupree, and Dupree will get
Third down. Out of bounds.
6 more, 5 more, and it'll be third down and 3. Third down and 3 for Unitas. John Amici up first down here for Alan Amici. John Amici was the basketball player. First down, United.
Second down.
A gain of about 3, second and 7. Second down and 7. Unitas, here's motion. Unitas
Third down.
So Unitas loses 7. It'll be third down and 14. So third down and 14 for the Colts. There is motion. Unitas, the draw to Dupree.
Fourth down.
It'll be fourth down and 9. Warren Sapp with the stop. And now Brown will come in to punt. Brown will come in to punt. And it'll be a shorter punt, but inside the 20. Williams with the fair catch up to the 14. It'll be first down, Tampa Bay. First and 10. Johnson, Pittman, you see Juravicius in motion from the
Second down.
and he gets nothing there. Second down and 10. Second down and 10, one of the best fullbacks ever.
Third down. Penalty.
At the very top, it'll be maybe third down. Let's see. It'll be illegal procedure on Tampa Bay. They're going to take it second and 15. I don't know if I would have taken that second down and
Third down.
and it'll be third down and 11. So they gained 2 yards actually on the penalty. Third and 11. Johnson will throw, and it's incomplete. It'll be fourth down. Now they got a catch. So here comes Tom Tupa. You want to talk about a fake like we had last week. Tom Tupa is a quarterback also. And he plays for Arizona/Phoenix. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Colts. United to 7, Shepard. To the near side, he's got Raymond Berry. And first down. Berry, it'll be first down and 10 for the Colts. 8.5.
Second down.
3, a gain of 1. It'll be second and 9. Halfway through the first quarter, second and 9. United to the on the first down.
Penalty.
There's a penalty, though. There is a penalty, and it is holding. So they're going to have to move them back. Second down and United, there's motion. United goes quickly to Raymond Berry.
Third
They'll get
down.
back to penalty yards. It'll be third down and 10. Third and 10 for the Colts. United down the middle of incomplete.
Fourth down.
And see, this is one place, it is not Martin Gramatica. This is one place where Tampa Bay could kick the field goal, but Baltimore has trouble. It'll be fourth down and 10.
Yeah, it's not like they have Lou the Toe Groza. Yeah, their field goal kicking is not good on this team. But you know, we've seen a lot of teams lately say the heck with this deep early and be aggressive to go for it on fourth down. You think Eubank will do that now?
I think so. It's the first quarter. A punt. No, they'll punt. Okay, they're going to punt. Well, he's going to kick. And it'll be down at the 8-yard line. Probably the smart move because Tampa Bay hasn't been able to move the ball. It'll be first down and 10. You don't want to give them help. So first down and 10.
Second down.
Nothing there. It'll be second and 11. Second down and 11. Tampa Bay. Motion.
Third down.
It's going to be third down and 12.
I give this Colt defense a lot of credit. They're just stuffing Tampa's run.
Oh, they absolutely are. Brad Johnson, I believe, threw for 4,000 yards this year. Third and 12. I'm surprised they haven't thrown with him more. Johnson,
Fourth
incomplete.
down.
He's 0 for 2 on the day. It'll be fourth down and 12, and now it's on Here it is. High and a little, not bad, but it's still going to be in Tampa Bay territory. 42 yards. It'll be first down and 10. Full house back. United. He's going to throw, and it is caught by Pricer. And Pricer down. He fumbles the football. Tampa Bay gets it. So Billy Pricer with the catch.
Oh, wow.
And he runs all the way down, and a huge fumble.
Wow.
Up in the truck. Big, isn't it?
Yeah, that's devastating. Just when you're like hitting the red zone, you're coughing up. Kudos to the Tampa defense.
Well, Tampa Bay has a very good offense. They do have a solid offense, and them being held down, I'm not sure how many times they can be held down, but it'll be first and 10. They might use this as momentum Johnson. And
Second
that
down.
was terrible, second and 10. So second down and 10. Scoreless game, the blitz is on, and Brad Johnson will throw.
Third down.
But it's incomplete. Third down and 10. Tampa Bay. Here's Johnson. Johnson to throw. He's going to fire it and incomplete.
Fourth
He's
down.
not completed one yet. It's going to be fourth and 10, and now they got a catch. Tupa again. And this one goes really far and down at the 41. So
This
the
is-
first
look-
down and 10. Go
I mean,
ahead.
look, I was just saying, look at these opportunities that Baltimore has. They've got decent field position and they can't capitalize. And they're pinning Tampa Bay back. Tampa Bay can't do anything offensively. You know, you would hope that Baltimore would have like at least 10 points out of this, which it's still scoreless and it's still anybody's game.
It is, and that can strike you whenever your offense goes cold. First and 10. United. Jim Mootscheller, I think he played for Detroit. We had him before. It'll be second and 5. United. And United to Raymond Berry and a first down to the 49. It's a first down now for Baltimore. First down.
Second down.
Middle. Unitas from St. Justin's High School in Pittsburgh went to the University of Louisville. 2nd and 9. Don't forget he went to Louisville. Unitas, and it is caught by Lyles. Here comes Lyles down to the 20 and holds on to the football on a 1st down. John Lynch with the stop. It's been all Baltimore early. 1st and 10. Unitas.
2nd down.
And that's going to be a yard gain. 2nd down and 9. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. This is where Myra hurts you. This is not guaranteed. Dupree through the middle.
4th down.
Right on the pitcher's mound. And that is much needed yards. A 31-yard attempt for Myra. This is big. And Myra. It is up. He might have missed it. And he did miss it. He misses it wide left. And just as we both said at the very beginning of the game, this is where Martin Gramatica comes down and he shines, because it'll be at least 6-0 ball, Tampa Bay. And we were Baltimore Pickers. And a 2-yard loss. Art Donovan, your favorite player, makes a tackle. At the end of the 1st quarter, the score, 0-0, with 2 missed field goals by Baltimore. Well, 1 punt and 1 close missed field goal. But in the 1st quarter, 111-0. Oh my goodness.
And
You
look at
couldn't
time
get a bigger
possession.
blowout.
Look at time of possession.
Wow.
Look at the time of possession.
You couldn't get a bigger blowout, but it's 0-0.
Yeah.
What do you think?
This reminds me, I was actually at the game. 08 playoffs. Steelers were hosting the Chargers. In the 3rd quarter, the Chargers had 3 plays, I think, in the entire quarter, and Pittsburgh owned the 3rd quarter time of possession, and one of the only ones to obviously score. This is what that reminds me of, is that quarter. It's just a disaster for Tampa's offense. I mean, poor Brad Johnson, over 5. Rushing, nothing. 0. That's nuts. Baltimore, Unitas 8 of 9. He's doing everything he's supposed to do. Running, well, they've been, how many passes did they have? They have 8 rushes.
The 9 passes.
All right, so it's basically 50-50, running and passing. But wow, I mean, this is just nuts. This is just absolutely nuts. And the sacks, defensively, almost no one shows up for Baltimore because Tampa's only had 5 plays. And your lone sack came from Quarles, and Lynch recovered the fumble.
Those tackles look like a 1980s computer program. 2-1, 2-1, 2-2, 1-2-2.
Yeah.
Like the binary code.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Yeah. All right, we begin the 2nd quarter. Still scoreless. Johnson to Pittman.
3rd down.
They're in negative. No gain. So they gained their entire 1st quarter yardage on that one run. 3rd down and 12. And incomplete there. And they also gained their entire 1st quarter yardage on that throw. And it'll be 4th down and 12. And something in me is thinking about the Washington Redskins. Remember that game. So it'll be 4th down and 12. And now they're going to kick.
Which Washington game are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about, the one against 94 49ers.
Yeah.
Where San Francisco had all the stats, all of them, but somehow Washington won the game. Washington couldn't do anything all day until the end of the 4th quarter, and then they got field position and lucky breaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't bode well for them. But you've seen teams that do something like that all of a sudden get hot. So who knows what that Washington team's going to do.
Oh, this is worse. If Tampa Bay wins this one, this is absolutely worse.
They win with 12 yards.
Oh, yeah.
Total offense.
That would be unbelievable.
Yeah.
So here's Tupa now to catch. He's going to punt it away. And look at this. It's going to be high and deep. And it'll be Machikar again to the 46. 1st down and 10. Bar formation for Unitas.
Second down.
Second down and 9. Second down and 9.
Third down. Injury.
There's an injury, and let's see what it is. It is Art Spinney. Art Spinney, he got the start because his name sounded most like the 1950s. Art Spinney. And Dick Szymanski will take his place. Third down and 7. United going to learn a first down. It'll be first down and 10. Unitas. There is Unitas again. Unitas will throw and incomplete.
Second down.
They only missed one pass in the first quarter. It was 8 for 9. Second down and 10. They really got to get down there because Myra is terrible.
Third down.
And it'll be third down and 8. Third and 8. From the 37, United. There's a flag and incomplete.
Down. Penalty.
It's going to be, let's see.
I think it was illegal procedure. I think a receiver moved. Yeah.
And it was, and they're going to decline. And this is again, Grammatica would be 9-0 possibly. And Brown, high and deep, and this will go down to the 6-yard line.
Watch Ray Brown be the MVP.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. That would be great. First down and 10, especially if there's but this might be a game from like the 1930s.
Second down.
Pittman again matches the entire first quarter total with no gain. Second down and 10. Johnson, and he throws into
Third down.
Third down and 10. I thought these Art Spinney has recovered. Third and 10. I thought this could have been flipped. Johnson to throw. Johnson, and he got Keyshawn in the first down, and here's Keyshawn Johnson. Oh my! For 20 yards, they don't even know what to do with that on the stat sheet.
Well,
that's just a shock.
This is a major statistical. Think about this. On that one play, they just went 20 times greater than what they did in the entire first quarter. Nothing. On this one play, they got 20 yards.
That's like Barry Bonds hitting 575 home runs in a season, but they just did there. So it'll be first down and 10. That is huge. Johnson, Pittman, look at this.
Second down.
Where did this come from? Second down and 6.
And they gained yardage.
This could be that drive. In every game, you'll have Tampa Bay doing nothing the rest of the game except for this drive when they go down and score a touchdown. That's the way NFL is. It's like that. Second and 6. Johnson, and he's gonna run.
Third down.
He gains 2. It'll be third and 4. Big Daddy Lipscomb with the tackle. Big Daddy. I thought that was a nickname of Rick Russell. Third and 4. Motion Johnson again. He's gonna throw, and it'll be a first down.
Just keep throwing to Keyshawn.
Oh, it's like high school. Why we have a pass route and only one person runs it. The other person's just out there for the pictures. First down, 10. And motion going. And that's going to be a flag. They moved. First and 15. So halfway through the second. First and 15. Johnson again.
Second down. Penalty.
It'll be another penalty. And this thing will be too many men on Tampa Bay. And Baltimore accepts. So now it's first and 20. Johnson. And he's going to run. Here comes Brad Johnson. And he almost gets
second
back
down.
Everything.
Out of bounds.
Second down and 12. A gain of 8. Second and 12. Johnson pushes on. He's going to throw.
Third down.
Third down. Third and 12. 6:31 to go. Back to throw. Johnson through the middle, and it's caught by JoJo Evictus. It's a first down, and they keep it going.
Out of bounds.
This is the 10th play of the drive. First down and 10. Johnson Johnson gonna throw it down. It's incomplete.
Second down.
Second down and 10. So second down and 10 for Tampa Bay. As they're reversing the time of possession. The throw down the middle. They got Delger. Here comes Corey Delger. And a first down. 10 Delger, sorry. Gain of 17. It'll be first down and 10. First down and 10.
On the bright side, they're in field goal range.
Yes, they are. Notice where they're at, so it's going to be more than a 57% chance. That is a huge difference in today's game. First down and 10. Oh, it's 60 right there. I was wrong.
Second down.
That's going to jack everything up. It'll be second down and 5. Oh, look at that. See that 93? You'll never get that with my run. They're going to take it there, so first down and 10, play number 14.
Second down.
2. Second down and 9, play 15. Johnson, back to throw. He's going to throw, and it is
Third down. Injury.
It'll be play number 16 coming up. Bill Pellington is down for Baltimore. Bretchikar is coming in, a linebacker, and he also plays offense. Third and 9. Fourth down, and it's fourth down. It'll be fourth and 16.
Gino Marchetti with the sack.
Oh, Gino, he's a good one. He's a really good one. I think he might be in the Hall of Fame, but this is a 37-yarder for Grammatica. Much better percentage. This one is up, over, it looks good, and it is good. 37 yards, 17 plays, 74 yards, 8.5 minutes. There goes that time of possession that Baltimore had. Here's Miles. Miles again.
You think United can drive them down the field and answer their score?
I think so. I think he'll drive them down the field and he'll miss a field goal. First down and 10. United's looking. He's going to throw it deep. And it is incomplete.
Second down.
Second down. They might have one more play, and they do. Second down and 2. And motion. United throws right down the middle and incomplete.
Third down.
2-minute warning. The score: Tampa Bay 3. Tampa Bay 3, Baltimore nothing. And although it looks even, a little more even on the score thing, we know that that was just one drive. All of that was literally just one drive. You're on mute.
I know I'm on mute. I wasn't trying to
sorry about
talk.
that.
I was trying to get my mouse working. There it goes.
So there we go. Sorry about that. So here we go. It's going to be third and 10. United. And he's got it. It's going to be a flag. United
Penalty.
15 more. And there it is. It'll be first and 10 from Tampa Bay's 37 and 3 timeouts also. First down and 10. United. 53 again.
Second down. Out of bounds.
Second and 6. You don't need to go out of bounds every play. You don't want to give Tampa Bay time. Second down, United. They'll pump. They'll go to Raymond Berry out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
26. It'll be first and 10 for Baltimore. First down and 10. Motion. United.
Second down.
Second down and 10. So it'll be second down and 10 for Baltimore. They throw to Raymond Berry, and Berry, it'll be first down.
Out of bounds.
So first down and goal at the 6. See what United does. United, the blitz is on. Alan Amici scores. That was long. And United goes into Amici. They score. You were absolutely right. Here's Myra now. Myra. It is up over and it is good. 1:18 to go, and Baltimore goes right down the field. This time they have a strong impetus to score, and they do. And it is a 7-3 game. It's going to be high and deep. Decker. Myra stops him. Myra is a linebacker by trade. First down and 10. 109 to go. All 3 timeouts. Johnson incomplete.
Second down.
It'll be second down and 10. Second down and 10 for Tampa Bay. Johnson again. Johnson will throw right down the middle. It's going to be
third down.
Third and 10. 5 seconds. Johnson to throw, and it's incomplete. It's fourth down. They got to get back to Baltimore. Boy, nothing really going here. It's Tom Cooper again. They will punt it away. It'll be passed to the 35. First down and 10, 43 seconds to go. All 3 timeouts. There's a flag and a move. So it'll be first down and 15. United to Dupree.
Second down, out of bounds.
Every play has been out of bounds, or it has been Dupree is down. So every play has been out of bounds or an incomplete pass. Second and 17. United to throw. United to throw, and it is caught by Berry. Out of bounds again.
Out of bounds.
First down and 10. That's 31 seconds. United, there's motion. United will handle it. They got to call timeout. And they do. 26 seconds to go. And second and 4, United. And they got a call and a first down. Down to the 35. 20 seconds to go as he goes out of bounds. First down and 10. United to throw. And big interception by John Lynch. A huge interception. Baltimore was going for more, but because of their kicker, they had to really. And it'll be first down in 10, 12 seconds. And Johnson again, he's going to have 2 plays. The first one will be down the middle and
second down.
And now they're going to throw the Hail Mary. Dupree will be back at the halfback, and here it is, the Hail Mary. Johnson, and here it is. He's going to throw it up. They have all 3 timeouts, but the clock has already expired. And it is incomplete.
Third down.
The end of the first half. It's Baltimore 7, Tampa Bay 3. And Tampa Bay's long drive is the only statistics that they have. They are 6 of 21 passing. They have not completed a pass except for that drive. What do you think so far?
I think 2 things happened here in the second quarter. Tampa Bay woke up, got yards, and they finally scored. And from that, Baltimore got over the hump of getting stuck in the red zone and not getting points, finally scoring. And it looked like at the end of the half, Baltimore was going to at least try a field goal, if not score again. And then Tampa Bay, their defense stepped up. So in a bizarre way, I'm looking at this as a wash. And it's anybody's game because both teams woke up where, how, and when they needed to wake up.
I'll give you that 100%. Sorry about that. But anyway, I'll give you that 100%. I thought that I think this is going to be one of those games where if Baltimore can't score a touchdown, Tampa Bay is going to have another one of those drives where they go down, they score, and they take the lead or they tie the game. I think that's huge. I also think that Baltimore's had 2 turnovers. Remember, before the game, I said about the 2020 club, 20 missed field goals and 20 turnovers. Then guess what? They have 1 missed field goal and they have 2 turnovers, and that's big. So we begin the second quarter, and here are the second half, And here we go. The kickoff is going to be short of the goal line. Second. Sector again. 5 and 37. First down and 10. Johnson, Pittman, and
Second down.
It'll be second down and 4. Don Joyce with the stop. Second and 4.
Third down.
Third down and 2. So third down and 2 for Tampa Bay. They move.
Fourth down. Penalty.
Decline the penalty. And it'll be fourth down and 3. And now they got a kick. Super is in except for that play. I think they moved high and deep. And this one will be
Penalty.
Oh, it's offsides, and Tampa Bay gets a first down. What a mistake by Baltimore. First down and 10. That could be a huge punt.
Second down.
It'll be second down and 10. Second and 10. And that's going to be again on Baltimore. And it'll be
Third down. Out of bounds. Penalty.
So it'll be second and 5 at the Baltimore 46. Baltimore giving them all the options. Johnson to throw. Johnson, and it is incomplete.
Third down.
Third down and 5 down. Pittman. Pittman gets the down to the 32. Oh, this is big as Tampa Bay already punted the football. But Baltimore was offside, so the drive continues. First and 10. Johnson to Pittman.
Second down.
It'll be second down and 8. Second and 8. To Johnson. And he goes to Pittman. Pittman a first down to the 15. 10, 5. He's going to score. And this score shouldn't happen, but it did. This shouldn't have happened. Because remember, Tampa Bay had already given up the football by punting it, but Baltimore was offsides, and that offsides was 5 yards, but it was also 7 points. It's now 9-7. 8 plays, 53 yards in 4.5 minutes. That's the point. My Dramatica is good. It's now 7-7 Tampa. Well, that's what happens. You let it go, they score, and now you're behind. There's the kickoff, and let's see if Dramatica can put it in the end zone.
Touchback.
That'll be Lyles. It'll be first down and 10. 10-7. United Here's the to the 40. And first down and 10, a gain of 15.
Looks like Alan Amici's answering that big run from Tampa.
Yeah, I know. And the Colts are answering Tampa's score, and it'll be first down and 10. United, they get to Dupree, and again, they're just coming down the field. It's almost inevitable they're going to score. It'll be first down and 10. First and 10. United.
Second down.
Sack. Greg Spires with the sack. It'll be second and 18. United, a lot of times it's just for protection. It'll be
Third down.
Third and 18. They got 4 receivers. 3 in the backfield. United, they got the
Fourth down.
Not enough. They're going to have to punt and try and pin back Tampa Bay. Down, and there it is. He gets it off. It'll be to the near side. It looks like it's going. It'll be way in the end zone. There it is.
Touchback.
Halfway through the third. It'll be first and 10. Johnson to throw. Johnson incomplete.
Second down.
Second and 10. Johnson again.
Third down.
And unless that, remember that touchdown, the field goal drive, I don't think he's got a completed pass since then. It's third and 10. Johnson. Johnson on one completed pass. And he throws it incomplete.
Fourth down.
And now they're going to have to punt. It's 4th and 10. 4th down and 10. And there it is. Punt. It'll be across midfield. And he gets near midfield.
Hey, I'm sorry, I'm just looking outside. Remember I told you what the weather was supposed to be like?
Yeah.
Well, there is precipitation coming down, but it's, instead of falling straight down, it's sideways. It's literally blowing sideways. They told us we were going to have some high winds, and they're not kidding. The rain is blowing sideways.
Wow. Well, that's always a good feeling when you're in a house and it's nice and warm and you look out and you're like, well, I don't have to go out today. I hope you don't have to go out today.
No, I don't. Not at all. Yeah.
Oh, that's the
If we're going to have crappy
feeling.
weather, now's the time to do it. I wasn't going out anyway.
Don't worry, I have a crappy car and I got to go out in that. First down and 10.
Second down.
And again, they're coming down the field. They're like my car. They keep stalling. Second and 3.
Third
It'll
down.
be 3rd down and 1. So 3rd down and 1. Oh, it's going to be close. They get to Dupree. Dupree around the end. The first down. Dupree down to the 35. First down and 10 for Baltimore. 10 to 7. Unitas. Oh, it's a flea flicker. Unitas will throw out the flea flicker. It's caught by Raymond Barry. And a first down. Watch the flea flicker. They'll give it to Dupree. And the hole looks like it's there. And he'll give it back. And Unitas will throw. Remember in Super Bowl III when they did it, it was Earl Morrow. It'll be 1st and 10. First down and 10, Unitas.
Second down, penalty.
There's a penalty on the play, and it's a legal block. These are the kind of things why you miss field goals. First down and 20 now. Unitas.
Second down.
It'll be 2nd and 17.
I mean, they've shot themselves twice. You had the penalty on the punt, or you would have gotten the ball back. That turned into 6 for Tampa. And then, you know, almost, even for Baltimore, almost give me field goal just got taken away.
Yeah, it's like Baltimore, the best sim team probably in this game, except the penalties, the turnovers, and the missed field goals. My goodness, their offense and defense is solid though. Unitas deep and incomplete.
Third down.
It'll be 3rd and 17. They got to just go for the field goal. They really do. Unitas will throw down the middle and it's incomplete.
Fourth down.
Oh my goodness. 4th and 17. This will be a 37-yarder. Myra. It is up over and it is good. Steve Myra hits a 37-yard field goal to tie it at 10. And here's the kick. It's going to be to the near side, angled. And it is Smith. He's going to let that go out of bounds. Oh, he almost broke it. He almost broke it. And it'll be 1st down and 10.
Second down, penalty.
The game for Allstott will come back as Johnson moved. It'll be 1st down and 10, 3 minutes to go. Johnson, they give to Pittman. And here's Pittman.
Second down, out of bounds.
2nd down and 11. Tampa Bay trying to get something here. Pittman again on a run. Here's Pittman. He'll get it. That's a long run here.
Injury.
It'll be 1st down and 10, an injury. Mike Allstott is down. He's been doing most of his playing today, blocking. That is the biggest thing for Mike Allstott. It'll be 1st down and 10. Johnson.
Second down.
About 4-3. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 7 for Tampa Bay. Johnson to throw. Johnson and it's
Third down.
3rd and 7.
Fourth down.
Funny part is, Grammatica can hit this kind of a field goal, but he's going to kick under 30 seconds, and there it is. Gets it away.
Well, I don't know about him hitting it real life here, which is what this is based on. If this were Tecmo Bowl, yeah, he could probably hit that one.
Yeah, I remember that. Anything beyond the 50-yard line was field goal range there. First down and 10. That is to Lenny Moore, and Moore on the run. Moore. Great run. Game 17. And now that's going to end the quarter. At the end of 3 quarters, it's Tampa Bay 10, Baltimore 10. We might as well be 0-0 because it's the 4th quarter. Only 2 completed passes in that 3rd quarter for Tampa Bay. And we forget that in the 2 Super Bowls where the teams did not get a first down in the 1st quarter, Super Bowl 5 and Super Bowl 40, the Colts didn't get a first down in the 1st quarter, and the Steelers didn't get a first down 1st quarter, and they both won. And Tampa Bay did not get a first down in the 1st quarter, and they have a chance now to win this game.
Well, so they didn't get anything in the 1st quarter. They were literally at 0 yards.
Oh, they were shut out.
Literally 0 yards.
Super shutout.
I have never seen that in this game before. They were just flat out obliterated, and they woke up on that drive in the 2nd quarter and looked like a good football team.
Well, the thing is, too, it's all these teams are championship teams. All these teams are really good teams. It's like they did it against Baltimore, did it against the championship team. That's an incredible thing, you know. It's not like the 1976 Falcons versus the 89 49ers, you know. Oh, my goodness. You know, but here we go. It'll be 1st and 10 for Baltimore.
Second down.
Get the yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
It's funny you mentioned the 76 Falcons. My dad took me to the Falcons-Cowboys game in 76. And, yeah, Atlanta was terrible. But they upset Dallas, who was a potential Super Bowl team. And that was the first time in history Atlanta beat Dallas. I was actually at that game.
Well, where's that Fulton County Stadium?
Yes, it was. It was Fulton County Stadium. And Lehman Bennett was the head coach. And I went to grade school, elementary school, with his son.
Wow. Lehman Bennett has Johnny Majors as his picture as the head coach. I remember that in this game.
Oh,
so
really?
If you see that, yeah, if you see that, because I know Johnny Majors, and they have, I think, 2 people with his picture, and I believe Lehman Bennett is one of them.
We'll have to look into that.
Yeah, it's
we're not 100% perfect, nor do we claim to be as modders. And everybody's going to find something wrong, and we're the first to admit it. I mean, we could have done a typo in this game. Like, for example, we might have Grammatica making 99% of his field goals at, beyond 50 yards, and it's 75%. I'm just making up numbers. I mean, we're human. We could have done that. So sure.
Oh yeah. And I think the best thing is about, when people play the games, the people, I'm just going to be very honest with brains, forgive people, because the thousands of different calculations you make, the thousands of different pictures,
right,
the thousands of different judgments. It's almost like refereeing a basketball game. Where
it was more than thousands. It was more than thousands. Yeah. We're talking tens to, I have to look up the number. But, and you're also asking us to rate everybody. Well, we have 1950 forward for the NFL, although my fellow mod maker, Lee, his name is not a mystery. He built the 1948 NFL-AFC already. He's currently building the 1940s. And if you go on the mod site, he's got 1940 through 1943 done. And I think it's a quest for him to finish the 40s, which I think is fantastic. I didn't want to go, I wanted to, but realistically, I didn't want to build anything before the 50s because I actually built the 1950 decade for this game. And you talk about work because you don't have all the information that you do with modern day. You don't have all the statistics. You also don't have as many players, and you have way more running backs than you have receivers. So that's where like Word 3, and TE3,
Yeah, oh
T3,
yeah,
T3. I mean, you have no choice unless you put in a fictional name. But if you put in a fictional name, then somebody will say, "Hey, well, that person doesn't even exist. They weren't on that team." That's just the way I did it so that you know I'm hitting you upside the head. Hey, it didn't exist. This is
yeah,
fictional. So sometimes I would take extra running backs and I would throw them into wide receivers if they had enough catches just to get the player in the game. I would do that. But short of that, I mean, it's so restricted, and it was. I enjoyed making the 50s, but it was a battle because it was so hard to do. And here's Lee making the 40s, and God bless him. I think it's fantastic. Um, and so that opens up the question: what about the 30s? Um, at some point, I can't remember what year, in the 30s is when stats were kept. And then I'm making up a number. It might be 1932 was, or 1933 maybe was the first year that they had actual stats, and then 32 before there are no stats. We would have absolutely nothing to go off of if building a team. We couldn't do it. I mean, we can't rate a player that we know zero about, except for maybe reading something about the player. We have no clue. I mean, we've got nothing to base it off of. So, I mean, now imagine that with the 40s and 50s, because that's what Lee's going through now, and that's what I went through the 50s. Plus, it was Iron Man football. So you've got players on offense and defense. You've got somebody on the offensive line who's also a defensive lineman. Plus, he's the punter. You could run into somebody like that. So how do you do that? So it's
and
it's
then
it's such a battle.
and then you have the old Chuck Bednarik thing where Chuck Bednarik played both ways, and all of a sudden you get a thing that says, "Oh, Chuck Bednarik is hurt; he's out for the year." But that was when he was on offense. So now you got Chuck Bednarik playing defense because he's a two-way player, but you got to create two different players
Right, and
because
that's exactly right, and that's the thing is the game doesn't know that. There's been talk of making a unique number that goes with the player for career purposes and for building an encyclopedia. I know Kerry wants to do that. If that were done, the same could potentially be applied to injuries. Where if, let's say, Deion Sanders is gone for the year, you've got like the 94 um, 49ers and the 95 Cowboys. He played offense and defense. Well, then he's no longer a defensive back. He's also no longer a receiver in that game because he's completely out. I mean, that's something that's been talked about, but um, I will tell you, Kerry he's already started working on 2023, and one thing that he's been sharing with us, I'm sure it's okay to share, is the goalposts, their position, and he sent us pictures, and he's actually, in a very basic way, got it working, but he's working on making it so that um, it'll be user selective, uh, engine determined, but also user selective, where you could just say, it might be a minor team, I want it to be this way. You can also hard code it into the team that this is the way they play it. So you could play somebody else in history. Um, Say you're playing the 72 Dolphins, and then you're playing them against the 85 Bears, and the game's in Miami. Well, by default, those goalposts are going to be, because Miami's the home team. If you play in 85 Chicago, it's going to be 85 Chicago rules and 85 Chicago with the style of the post and where it is. So he's working on making it so it's both built into the game and user defined. I think his holdup right now is he's got to figure out a way of making it work so that players and the ball are not going through the goalposts with the 2 bar that's in the end zone, or even the 1 bar that's if it's in the end zone. You can actually manually select what you want, but that's something he's talking about doing it. But he's got it working right now, and he's shown us pictures, and it looks good. But he's trying to make it both hard coded and user friendly, where a user can just say, "No, I don't want this way. I want it this way." So, and he's just trying to figure out a way to graphically do it so that the players and the ball don't run through the goalposts if they're running in the end zone. So
and that'll be
that's his next hurdle. But he's
That'll be.
actually physically got them in there. It's just a matter of, okay, now how do I implement it? So I give him a lot of credit. He's getting what the fans are asking for.
Oh yeah, he is. He's I tremendous respect for him. Tremendous. Not only that, not only is he creating a game by himself, but he's such a great guy. And a lot of times you have people with the pressure and all that stuff where it just gets to them and they get a little. Not him. He is the most gracious guy, and he's working on his game. He's very receptive. And as a school counselor, I can tell you, being self-reflective is the hardest thing in the world to do. And he is, and he's really good. And he listens, and he really does. And he answers everything. I really have a lot of respect for him. A high respect for him. So I'd like to meet him one day. I think so. He's one of the people I'd like to meet and just say, how did you do it? You know? And you're on mute. There we go.
I agree with you. I absolutely agree with you. I mean, even if it were just 5 minutes just to say hi, I'd love to meet the guy. I think his concern is he's not going to be able to, and he does this every year. He gives us A, B, and C, but he can't give us X, Y, and Z. Either he didn't have time, or I don't know how to do that. It would cause a complete reorganization of what I've built off of. Because anytime you build off of something, you're constantly adding into it instead of starting it all anew. You're going to cause problems, or just like, how do I even logistically do this? I don't think I can. So, I mean, I think if he's a human being, so he would be. I think he's upset that he just can't give everybody everything they want when they want it. I mean, you're going to have something that he makes, I'm being hypothetical, years down the road, and that people are going to be happy about. But why did it take so long? I'm waiting for that. Well, because I had all these other stuff too, and he actually does polls where he's asking, "What's your priority?" Because I can't do everything. My priorities are different than what some of the things the polls are. But if that's what most of the people want, make it. At least attempt it.
This is the last thing I'll say before we get back to this game, because sometimes I can get carried away and all this stuff. But I wish a multi-billion-dollar corporation like EA Sports had the same sort of customer service that one person by himself creating a game.
I agree.
Does.
I agree. I
mean,
agree.
Why in the heck does a billion-dollar industry
They don't care.
not listen to their fans?
They don't care. They've cornered the market. They've cornered the market. They don't care. People continue to buy it. They don't care. Now, I'm just waiting to see what NFL 2K will do.
Oh, that'd be nice. I hope.
It's supposed to be this year, right? Because it was postponed. It was supposed to come out last year and then postponed. Which, in fairness to them, don't rush out something.
Yeah. They can't make an NFL simulation game. I know that because of the exclusive rights.
Yeah, but the funny thing is, Madden is, just be straight up, Madden is not an NFL simulation.
No,
it's not.
No.
It's not.
Not even close.
No, not even
remote.
You want to know what an NFL simulation is? To be honest with you, something like 2nd and 10. That's an NFL simulation. That is a straight-up NFL simulation. The great thing about Pro Strategy Football is it's a big sandbox. It can be an NFL simulator. It could be a Canadian Football League simulator. It can be an XFL simulator, USFL, WFL, college football, whatever you want. It's a sandbox that, and this is something I mentioned to Kerry, you don't understand, Kerry, what you're doing. You're making this game, but this is our game. And when I say our game, I'm talking about the public's game. You're giving us the tools to build something. Let us build it. And that's another great thing. We do the work for you. Give us the engine, we'll do the rest. You've got people who are kicking and screaming to have something that they want. If you you can't, the old saying, if you want something done, do it yourself. Well, Kerry's doing that, and he's allowing us to do it too. So I mean, it's genius. And that's how I think it's part of the reason he can get away with, at least at this moment in time, being one man, because everybody else is jumping on the bandwagon to try to help him.
Yeah, and I love that. It's working with us, and that's one of the best things. But it'll be 2nd and 9 here for the Colts in the rest of the game. And
3rd down.
And now it'll be 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4 for the Colts. United to throw, he'll throw, and it is caught by Barry, and a 1st down. approaching midfield here.
To go off topic, I know it's not directly a competition for Kerry, but you've got Sunday Rivals and Legend Bowl, created by two guys who just wanted to do their own thing. And I'm more of a sim guy than a controller guy, although I do like that too. And I give those guys a heck of a lot of credit because that's what they're doing. They're essentially doing it by themselves. And I have the utmost respect for both of them. I give them a lot of credit, and I will support their product. Even if I don't play it, I'll go out and buy it just to buy it, even if I don't end up playing it, just to support these guys. Because that's how important I think all of this is. Because the current atmosphere is, let's just be honest with you, it's trash for a football game. It's utter trash. So we got to do it ourselves. And I give those guys are doing it a different way, but I give them a lot of credit, and they've got my support.
Well, I will say, I agree with you because the closest video game we've had to a sim was NFL 2K5 17 years ago. 17 years, and they haven't been able to make a game.
That and 2K8, they play better than Madden does now.
Oh, yeah,
Either one of them.
also.
2K8, the only thing holding that up, if you will, was the license and the ability to edit, to create your own stuff.
Yeah. Plus the weird game mode where you couldn't play a season with more than one person. And you couldn't play a sandbox season where you watch two computers play each other. Other than that, the actual gameplay was unbelievable. It was great.
No, that was probably the best console football game with just stunning ability to watch and the player movements and the way they acted on the field. 2K8 was probably the best one ever made. I mean, it's better than 2K5, but 2K5 has a license and a little more editability. Because I know, what's his name? King Havo, I believe is how he pronounces his name. I mean, it looks to me like he had to bust his butt to figure out a way to do all the stuff he did for that team, for that game. But yeah, both those games, those are your go-to games, and it's sad to say that because those are a couple decades old almost now. It's like flipping ridiculous.
Oh yeah, and it'll be 1st and 10 here. We'll all right, go on in a second here. Unitas back to throw. Unitas gonna go deep, and it is caught by Amici out of Amici to the 10, and it'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal for 45 yards. I feel like the Super Bowl. It's like 10 minutes between plays. But it's good. It's why I think it's big. I think it's why people tune in. You know, we all love the statistics. We all love real statistics. We really like it'll be 1st down and goal. 1st down and goal. United to
2nd down.
just about a yard. It'll be 2nd down and goal. 2nd and goal. United to Amici again.
3rd down.
It'll be 3rd down and goal.
I thought he was in. I thought he was going to make it. Wow. What do you think they do here? United gives the Amici, the Colts are world champions. What do you think?
I wouldn't be surprised if he threw the ball. I'm not saying it's smart, but I wouldn't be surprised if he threw. 3rd and goal. I personally.
How about a sneak? Yeah, how about that? A sneak. Unitas.
That might be good. That might be really good. I'm saying Dupree, but I think he might actually throw here. Let's see. 3rd and goal. You had
down.
it right. You had it right.
Yeah.
4th and goal.
Go for it. Go for it. Come on, Weeb. Come on, Weeb. You did it last week with your Jets team. Go for it. Let's see.
You know you want
they're getting more conservative. I mean, this is an extra point for Myra, but we'll see.
And Myra now is 79 to 10. It is top over, and he pokes it through. It's 13 to 10. 10-10 to go, and Myra will kick off, and here it is. This is when you need like little kids on the sideline going, come on. You know, I dare you. That's what you need. Up to the 28 to the 29-yard line.
Is it just me, or is Smith like almost breaking it? If he can get by one more person, it looks like almost every one of these times he's gone.
Well, Baltimore goes to take the lead late in the game. They got to squib it. It'll be 1st down and 10 for Brad Johnson. And he'll throw. And it'll be Dilger and Ken Dilger. And here it is, down to the 30. He's down to the 22-yard line. And Ken Dilger, the tight end. And Johnson will hit him. It'll be a 1st down. My goodness.
Yeah, I mean, now you're thinking maybe they should have gone for it on 4th down, because here comes Tampa Bay. They're not going to just sit there tonight. They're answering.
It's to a 49-yard game. It's going to be 1st and 10. It's really starting to heat up here. And here it goes.
2nd down.
It'll be 2nd and 13. Your favorite player with the stop. 2nd and 13. Johnson again to throw. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 13. Here's Johnson again to throw. Johnson will throw down the middle, and it's incomplete.
4th down.
It'll be 4th down and 13, and now they're going to catch. So Grammatica, he's good at this. 42 yards. They move. Yeah, they scored a field goal, and they're probably going to say yes to that, and no to the penalty, and yes to the field goal. There it is. So we're going to be tied at 13. You can't take that off the board ever. 8 yards is just too long, and they haven't had the greatest track record trying to get it. So a little over 8 minutes to go. It's going to be to the goal line. There's Lyles. Lyles again on the run. Oh, almost.
Wow, he almost pulled the Tampa Bay. He almost went.
He almost did. You know, in the 68 Baltimore Colts had Preston Pearson, still one of the best ranked kick returners ever, and all the Sims. It'll be 1st down and 10. United to a
2nd down.
A gain of 3, 2nd and 7. 2nd down and 7. Here's the 3 again. They could just run this thing down to 0 and kick a field goal. It'll be 1st down and 10. 1st down 10, United to Berry on the reverse, and here's Berry on the reverse. And finally, reverse that works, the 1st down. Yeah, I think you're on mute.
I'm surprised for the play call for starters. And if it weren't for John Lynch, he might have gone.
He might have gone. He might have. It's going to be 1st down and 10. Now they got to get close for not having Grammatica.
2nd down.
2nd down and 7. Shelton Quarles with the stop. 2nd and 7. United. And it is incomplete.
3rd down.
3rd and 7. Now this is hard for Grammatica, but if they get a 1st down, they need to get another.
4th down.
Short by a yard. I'd go for it.
Yeah, I don't know. That's probably out of field goal range, even if he has a range there of any kind of percentage. Wow, I don't know. 5:16 in the game. You could also, your punter's been pinning Tampa Bay back deep. You might want to look at that too. He did all the first half.
Let's see what they do here, and they're going for it. They're going for it. It's going to be 4th and 1. Did get a 1st down. A trap right up the middle. Traps work against goal lines, because goal lines are usually a 6 front, which is an even number. And traps work against an even number. Yeah, that ain't going to work. He's still Raymond Berry.
Yeah, no. Not only that, twice in the same drive. Nah, they're not going to stand for that.
It's like junior high football. First time's a touchdown. Second time's an 8-yard loss. 2nd and 10. Unitas. And they moved. Oh, with this kicker.
Not
That's a
good.
death
Not
sentence.
good.
So it would be 55 yards from this point, which he's not even going to make. Second and 15. And here it is. They go up. Unitas.
Third down.
Back on the 40-yard line
I
again.
don't know about the call. I don't know about the call.
3rd and 17. We are back where we almost started at. 4th and 1. 3rd and
4th down.
Wow.
And it's a moot point.
Huge,
They got a punt.
Huge sack.
So it'll be 4th down. Greg Spires with the kick. It'll be the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes.
2-minute warning.
Tampa Bay 13, Baltimore 13. And I will tell you what right now that this is 394 to 209. Actually, I think Tampa Bay, look at all those stats. Remember, Tampa Bay had 6 first downs on one drive. They had 6 completions at halftime. They were 6 of 21. They're 3 of 10 in this half. And Tampa Bay has a chance to win this game.
Yeah, I think Baltimore's defense right now is going to dictate. Because here we are with Tampa Bay in their territory. If Baltimore can hold and force a punt, and they can get into enough range, they might escape. But if Tampa Bay can do one of his drives where he gets down the field, and heck, they can just get to the 35-yard line and still win it with Grammatica. So I think right now it's going to come down to the Baltimore defense, or this might go into overtime.
Well, we'll see. I mean, we're smelling the Washington Redskins. 49ers down. Oh, if that were blocked, that would have been incredible. And this will be a return. Jackson actually fair catches that.
Wow,
That's
he had to fair
Jackson.
catch it at the 5. Wow.
Oh,
3. Hold on for 3 downs, and you got a shot of winning if you're Baltimore.
you do. It's going to be 1st down for Tampa Bay. Brad Johnson. Give it to Pittman. And Pittman again on a run. That was a big 1st down, but they got to hurry this up because they have a minute 13. Actually, they're taking the full clock off. Johnson. And incomplete.
Second down.
It'll be 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10. They got the full clock there. That might help them out if they get 3 down.
3rd down.
Thing there is it going to be timeout? No, Tampa Bay. That is weird.
4th down.
It's going to be 4th and 17.
Big
And
Daddy Lipscomb.
Big Daddy Lipscomb, there he is.
This is Baltimore's shot to win the game, and probably the only way they can win the game.
It is, and now Baltimore at timeout. They get 2 remaining. And he needs a good punt. Everything is legal there, and the ball will be kicked. Oh, some hitting going on there to the 42. Now Baltimore has to go the extra 1st down because their kicker is absolutely terrible.
I think Baltimore's got to get at least 50 yards, not like 30-something, 50 yards for them to be in field goal range.
Sorry about that. For Baltimore, field goal's an almost touchdown. Like, it's almost going to have to be a touchdown for them to make this field goal. Unitas, they bury in a 1st down. They got to call a timeout. With 1 remaining, 49 seconds. And here's Unitas. Goes down.
Wow.
And they got to use their last timeout. That's the huge thing.
Simeon Rice with the big sack.
30. No, they keep the timeout. They got 30 seconds. United to throw. United, and it's stopped
3rd
by
down.
Barry
Out of bounds.
It'll be 3rd down and 8. A big 3rd down and 8 right here. 25 seconds to go. United back to
4th down.
And they might just let this clock run.
Look at this. I mean, here comes this vaunted, massive Tampa Bay defense. They're exploding right now on Baltimore. They're showing them what one of the best defenses of all time can do. They're not messing around.
And that is big. They're going to time out Tampa Bay. They're There's a flag, and I don't know what that is. They were antsy. They might want to try and block that thing.
Penalty.
And let's see what it is. It is offsides on Tampa Bay. Baltimore will kick again. They want the clock to run out during a punt. We all know it's the second kick in the round. They'll kick to the near side. And this one, oh my God. Oh, touchback. I thought it was going to be down on the 1 yard line.
Wow, so did I. That was close. Ray Brown did a great job. He just kicked it too far.
So it'll be 7 seconds. No, they might just run it out. No, they're going to throw it, and this will be the Hail Mary to end the quarter. It's going to be over and deep, and it is incomplete.
Second down.
That's it. That's the end of regulation. Baltimore's almost 2-1 over Tampa Bay in every stat. And almost every single stat. We're almost 2-1. Brad Johnson, 9 of 33. And for Baltimore, 22 of 33. And Unitas, 1 interception, no touchdowns. Rushing the Colts looking good here. And right now it is just, it's crazy here. It is absolutely crazy. I destroyed my shoulder. I was doing push-ups today. But I did it, working out. My shoulder's killing me now.
Look at Raymond Berry, okay. 10 catches today.
Oh, God, he's MVP, and we're still in overtime. Imagine if he gets about 15. The most I've ever seen in a game is 14 catches by one player. And I forget who did it. But it was 14. Like, the longest drive I've seen is 18 plays. Well, I mean, in overtime, it's modern overtime rules, right?
Correct. A field goal does not win it. Everything is modern rules.
Okay, so the first possession is the weird possession. And Smith will go up to the 31. So the first possession's the weird one. After the first one, it's sudden death if they don't score. First down.
Second down.
It'll be 2nd and 11. The clock doesn't matter. It's just there to give the players a rest and to take off.
Third down.
Pittman, 3rd and 8. 13. Johnson to throw. He will throw, and it's caught. Keyshawn Johnson in a first down. Up to the 47-yard line, first down and 10.
Second down.
It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, the clock is going. It doesn't matter now at this point. It's all about the score. Now they move.
Third down. Penalty.
And it'll be 2nd and 13. They do that. So 2nd down and 13. Johnson looking, he's going to fire it incomplete. Third down and 13. It'll be 3rd and 13. Here's Johnson. Back to throw. Looking. They're going to throw right down. Injury. First down. 1st and 10 and injury. And Michael Pittman goes down after catching it. It'll be first down.
10 more yards. This is Tampa's game with Automatica Grammatica. If they can just get 10 more yards, you got to figure it's theirs.
It would be, but the question is, can they stop Baltimore? Baltimore will be playing 4-down football then. And they know they got to get
second down.
It'll be 2nd down and 7. Sometimes when you play 4-down football, you're more dangerous.
Third down.
And they're in range. They're in range here. It's 50 yards. 3rd down and 3. Very big. Johnson. And gives a look. First down. Tampa Bay working everything. It's play number 10. So play number 10 for Brad Johnson.
Second down.
Is Tampa Bay about to pull a Washington here?
Maybe. It's 2nd down and 12. Johnson.
3rd down.
3rd and 9. They're playing it through the middle very conservatively. It's not a game over if they hit. Look,
Fourth
it'll
down.
be short. So it'll be a 39-yard attempt. 39 yards for Grammatica to give them a lead. It is up, it is over, it is good, and Tampa Bay has the lead now. And Pittman has recovered. It'll be in. Now it's up to Baltimore playing 4-down football in overtime. So it took over the half, the quarter. They played very well. Now remember, Baltimore has as long as they want on this possession until the half. Really, they can have up to 22 minutes on this possession. 1st and 10, which would be outrageous to do. I'd love to see that. United.
Second down.
It's going to be 2nd down and 7. 2nd and 7. United, they give to Dupree. Dupree, a 1st down and more. Up to the 45. It'll be 1st down and 10. 1st down and 10. United. They give to Amici. Amici on the run. 1st down. Well, who knows how this will go. It'll be 1st and 10. 1st down and 10. United. United.
Second down.
41. It'll be 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. United.
3rd down.
Yard short. It'll be 3rd down and 1.
Like you said, 4-down territory. You got 2 stabs to get 1 yard to keep this alive.
Oh, this is going to be a big 3rd down. 3rd and 1.
And I had a, I forgot the rules when I said Tampa Bay. The game was theirs. I was thinking the old school rules. That's right. The field goal doesn't win it. That's why I said that. Now watch, Johnny, you do something. But in my opinion, they got to get in the end zone unless they get like inside the 10-yard line, because you can't rely this game on their field goal kicker. You can't.
Oh yeah, you can't. A Red Sox fan will tell you about that one, about relying on Myra. He's probably still having flashbacks. 3rd and 1. It's a big 3rd and 1.
4th down.
I don't know. Coaches do that in the NFL. They toss and go to the outside, and that just didn't happen. This is the football game now. It's 4th and 3. They got to get 3 or it's over. They got to get 3 or it's over. 16-13, and here it is. 4th and 3. And let's see. Unitas to throw. Unitas, he's going to throw, and it is caught by Dupree. Dupree down to the 10. Dupree at the 1st down. The
Wow.
They just got resurrected. They just got resurrected here in Unitas, who went back. They were dead. They were dead in the water on 4th and 3. Unitas was running around. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Amazing. That was absolutely amazing. And he had a defender in his face about to take him down. The game would have been over. That's Johnny Unitas football right there. That, even if they don't win, that was absolutely amazing.
And it'll be 1st down and 10, 1st and goal. They got goal to go. 1st down and goal on the and it gets
2nd down. Out of bounds.
2nd down and goal. He's out of bounds. Doesn't matter. 2nd and goal.
2-minute warning.
Okay, now the one thing to explain is the glitch. I hope Kerry fixes it next year. He's a good guy, very good guy.
I'll send him an email after this.
Okay, so it'll be 2nd down and goal. Here we go. 13. United goes to wild.
3rd down. Penalty.
There's a penalty on the play, and it's going to be offensive holding, and that is not good. 1:55 to go here in the 1st overtime.
You also might have taken Marina out of his field goal range.
Yeah, you might have, and we're serious on that. We're not even joking. It's 2nd and goal. Got to get field goal yardage. Unitas again. Unitas, and it is
3rd
You
down.
need Jim Tunney under the goalpost so Myra can miss, and then he can throw his hands up and say, good, that's what happened in that 1965 divisional playoff when 2 teams tied, Green Bay and I think the Rams, and the Green Bay kicker missed the field goal, and Jim Tunney goes, good. And it's like, what? And when you see it on film, you're like, what the heck? It wasn't even above the goalpost. So it'll be 3rd down and goal. 3rd and goal now. Unitas to throw. Unitas, he's trying to win it here. He does. It's over. It's over. Johnny Unitas to Raymond Berry. It was a gutsy call. It was 2 on 3, and Raymond Berry picked it up and scored. Oh, how big that is. And that's your football game. 19-16 in overtime. The line remained true. Remember, it was Baltimore by 3. I said it would be down to the kickers. It almost was, but Baltimore went for it on 4th down, and a long pass was one of the biggest plays. And if Baltimore ends up winning this tournament, we all know single elimination tournaments have the biggest butterfly effect, where one play and all of a sudden you win a championship. So like, what happens if we don't get that? Tampa Bay throwing was 12 of 37. Pretty bad. Baltimore doubled them up, over-doubled them in many of their statistics. Almost doubled them, I would say, in their statistics. 1st down rushing, passing, and total yards. So what a game here. Brad Johnson, not the best. And Johnny Unitas, his only touchdown pass. 26 of 38, 356, a touchdown, and an interception. And that pretty much is it. Dupree, remember Alan Amici had, 50 yards at the half? And Pittman, 21 rushes, 64. How about receiving? I know that we had, Raymond Berry had 10 receptions. And Raymond Berry had 10 at the half, right? And then he had 1 in the second half in overtime, and that was a touchdown.
If you think about it, yeah, that touchdown was on 3rd and long. It's not a matter of 2 down territory because it was goal. They had to score because remember they got pushed back from the penalties, but they had to score. So it was actually 2 stabs at the end zone. I mean, yeah, they could have gone over the middle and gotten like 5 or 6 yards. But then they'd only have 1 stab at the end zone. This was, he had 2 stabs and he got it on the first stab.
He did, and you didn't really want to trust Myra there because
No, you couldn't. No offense to the guy, but
coin flip.
Yeah,
Coin flip.
At best.
It's not only a coin flip at the best, but if you hit the right side of the coin, you still got to kick off, and now it's sudden death. Whereas if you flip the coin the other way by throwing a pass, if it comes up your right side, then you win the game right there, and that's exactly what they did. So 19-16 right here, Baltimore, and that is really big. The next game will be 73 Miami in Cleveland. That'll be next time we broadcast. But now we go to the second part of our doubleheader. And hopefully somebody goes better than 12 of 37. And it's, as you can see, it's going to be New England and Kansas City. And we're going to be ready to go here. As you can see some of the stats. There's the defense there. Coaching is Hank Stram. He later on went on and was the head coach of the New Orleans Saints. But Hank Stram, really good. Bill Belichick, he's one of the best that ever lived. And I remember seeing YouTube clips. His final game was against Chuck Noll. And people didn't know it, but there was 10 Super Bowl rings on the field that day. Tom Brady, he's good. And go back to New England for a second. Take a look at the halfback. Shane Vereen is higher rated than Tom Brady. Shane Vereen is a good running back. I think he only lasted 1 year or 2 years. But he is he had a solid year. And Gronkowski, that's what I remember. Mike Garrett is a great running back. And Garrett is pretty good there. And you see a lot of other. Fred Arbanis is really good. And Otis Taylor's incredible. Look for Otis Taylor like he did in Super Bowl IV to have a breakaway touchdown. He always does that. Well, we're going to take a look, and quite frankly, Kansas City. Oh, look at this, Kansas City. And the point spread is 3 again.
You know what?
Now,
I
remember,
would actually favor Kansas City in this game. They've got an underrated offense, and their defense is insane. I'll be honest with you. This Chiefs team could win it all. I think they're that good. They could be. They have a chance of beating anybody in this tournament.
well, that's good then because the Chiefs are a solid football team. They have the playmakers, they have the explosive playmakers, and they have the people to get you down the field. They have a West Coast offense, really, when they were the first Super Bowl team to win with the West Coast offense. People think that Walsh created that with the Bengals in the mid to late 70s. No, it was here. And the AFL was a lot of West Coast offense. How does Joe Namath throw for 4,000 yards in 14 games? That's impressive in the 60s. First down and 10 for Kansas City. At the end of this possession, have a trivia question about Len Dawson. Second down and 10.
Third down, out of bounds.
And 10. So 3rd and 10. And I'll tell you during that, Dawson, he's going to throw and it takes a
Fourth down.
The trivia question is this. Len Dawson, we all know he was cut by the Pittsburgh Steelers, and then he went on to play for the Kansas City Chiefs. He also played for one more team in between the Steelers and the Chiefs for 2 years. Name the team. Can you name it?
Well, Dallas Texans would not count, I'm assuming.
They would not count because that would be the Chiefs. Yeah, that would be the Chiefs.
Right, they became the Chiefs. Cut from Pittsburgh. Not the Giants. Who was it?
No, it was the Cleveland Browns in 1960 and 1961.
Ah.
And he played 12 games one year and only threw 3 passes. So that was 1961, I believe. So it's a low number. It was like 4 passes or something like that. It was insane. But they had him listed as 12 games played. He must have mopped up at the end of a lot of those games. So it'll be first down and 10. Brady, and it is incomplete.
Second down.
Second down and 10. Brady to throw, and he will throw, and it's caught by Gronkowski. It's a 99 rating. Here comes Gronkowski. And a first down. So first down and 10 for the Patriots, and that's going to be on, Minnesota. It's going to be on Kansas City. So it'll be first down and 5. First and 5, Brady. Brady will throw to
Second down, penalty.
And there's another penalty, kind of a choppy thing, defensive holding. And New England gets a first down. First down and 10, New England. Brady.
Second down.
It'll be second down and 4. Here come the Patriots right down the field. Second and 4. They get
Third down.
a few more. It'll be third down and 2. Third and 2 for the Patriots.
Fourth down.
And now Goskowski will try a 40-yarder. Will hold, and it is out over. And let's see, that camera guy is standing on the goalpost. Unique.
You know what?
So-
Here's something funny is I forgot to update this. This is something that our graphic artist told me about with the 69 Chiefs. I think I updated that in the everything but this. So I'm glad I caught. He fixed this. He told me about it, and he gave me a new one, and I didn't put it on some of my stuff. So I'll have to look at this later for next year.
But that's okay. That's the early version of that camera. where you put it on the goalpost right in the middle there. Let's see if they just stuck the guy on the goalpost and taped him to the top. So anyway, there's going to be the kick right there. Up to the 27. It'll be first down and 10 for Kansas City. Down 3-0. Dawson to Mike Garrett, and Mike Garrett.
Second down.
Gain. That'll be a gain of 8. Second down and 2. Second down and 2.
Third down.
It's going to be a yard short. Third down and 1. So how can they do this? The third and 1. A lot of people. Here's home. A lot of people have trouble going short. Not here. It'll be first and 10. First down and 10. Dawson to Garrett. And here comes Garrett. Look at him run.
Second down. Out of bounds.
And a gain of 8. It'll be second down and 2. Halfway through the first. Dawson to Garrett.
Third down.
It'll be third and 3. They might run it. I think they're going to run it. They might throw it, though. Third and 3. Dawson to Garrett, and that's the first down. Mike Garrett. It'll be first down and 10. A first down and 10 for the Chiefs. Dawson throwing incomplete.
Second down.
It'll be second down and 10. Second and 10. Dawson to Garrett. Garrett again. Garrett a first down and more. Down to the 30-yard line. First and 10. Dawson.
Second down.
3. It'll be second down and 7. Second and 7. Dawson. First down. Here come the Kansas City Chiefs, and they have a great kicker in Jan Stanaru. First down and 10. Dawson again to Garrett. Garrett again.
Second down.
It'll be second down and 4. I believe this is Kansas City's second possession. Second down and 4. Dawson. Pitch was on the other side. First and goal. My goodness, they're coming down the field pretty well. First down and goal.
Second down. Penalty.
Yards, it'll be a penalty, and it's going to be offensive holdings. Back to the 18. First down and goal. Dawson. Screen to Garrett. Mike Garrett, and it gets
second down. Out of bounds.
Second down and goal. Down to the 12. Second and goal. Dawson will go to Garrett again. Garrett scores! And Dawson to Mike Garrett. You could see the pitch, and he just went all the way to the left. Mike Garrett is dropping back without the pitch. And it is 6-3. 14 plays, 73 yards. Over 8 minutes. There we go. It's going to be good. 14 plays, 73 yards, and 8-18. And with 2 minutes to go here in the first, it's 7-3. To the 19. First down and 10. To the 20. Brady, and it is
second down.
Second down, Brady, and they give it to Vereen. Oh, look at Vereen go, and he's gone. Good night. This is Vereen. He has a 99 rating. Very good. He had a great year this year. And Vereen scores 80 yards. And you can see Vereen. And Vereen the pitch, and he just had right there. He got that boost of, I don't know, Red Bull or whatever it is, or whatever it was in the 60s. I mean, it was Gatorade. Gatorade had that one flavor, Blue Mountain original flavor. And Vereen scores. Everybody thought it was fruit punch. Up overhand good. 10-7. Winner leads Kansas City. My goodness, 2 plays, 80 yards. And, well, Kansas City, they can't be giving stuff up like that. 10-7 here in the first. And here they go. Into the 35 from Municipal Stadium here in Kansas City. This is old Municipal Stadium. Remember, Arrowhead wasn't there till, I believe, 72. First down and 10. Dawson to McKay, and they'll get a couple. It'll
Second down, out of bounds.
2nd and 8. Under a minute. Dawson to throw. He throws, and it's Pitts.
3rd down.
And it's Frank Pitts. It'll be 3rd down and 2. 3rd and 2. First down and 2nd. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. At the end of the first quarter, it's going to be New England 10, Kansas City 7. And remember, an 80-yard touchdown by New England, or else they would have had a 36-yard quarter. Mike in the truck, what do you think?
I'll be honest with you. That 80-yarder might be the difference in the game, because I think it's going to be a close game. But that being said, that just looked like a game changer to me. I was shocked at that play. And against this Kansas City defense, which is like a super fantastic defense in this game. Yeah, I was taken aback by that one. But it's still anybody's game. It's just too early to call.
So right now you see Brady and Dawson have a respectable day so far. And here in the first quarter, Mike Garrett rushing 53 yards. My goodness. But Vereen, 80 yards. And there it is. And Vereen, 80 yards. He has 40 times the yards of his counterpart and half the rushes. So there it is. Frank Pitts, 3 receptions for 19 yards. And they're going a lot out of the backfield. Bobby Bell looking good. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 right there. But then 4 tackles for Logan Ryan. And when you look at that, look at the time of possession. 11-11 to 3:49. We begin the second quarter. First down and 10. Dawson. The motion, they go to
Second down.
It'll be 2nd and 7. 2nd down and 7. For Kansas City. Dawson to Mike Garrett. Through the middle on a first down. It is New England's weakness is covering the run. And as long as Kansas City can do this, they're going to have to commit a lot. Dawson down the middle, and they got it to Arvinis. And Fred down to the 17, the first down and 10. They have to commit more linebackers to the run, and that's leaving things open. First down and 10. Dawson again, play action. They're going to throw down the middle. It's going to be a score. Mike Pitts, a touchdown. It is Frank Pitts and Dawson right down the middle. Again, this running game is setting up some great passing, and it is 13-10. Who knows? It might have opened up the can of worms. There's the extra point. It is up over and good. It is 18-10. Well, I mean, what a drive here. And Stenerud will kick it, and it'll go to the 3-yard line. Amendola to the 28, a 25-yard return. 1st and 10.
Second down.
And Ridley has 3 times he carries a Vereen and 40 times less the yards. Go to LaFell in a first down. LaFell to 37. And a first down, Brandon LaFell. All the way down the field, it'll be 1st and 10. 15 to 10.
Second down.
A couple yards. They got to give it to Vereen if you're New England. 2nd down and 8. Brady to throw, and it is
3rd down.
3rd and 8. Brady again to throw. Brady will throw, and it is caught by LaFell on a
Penalty.
There's a penalty. And it is offensive interference. And oh, that is huge. It'll be 3rd and 18. They're down there. He's looking. He's going to throw deep, and it is incomplete. 4th down. They're going to have to kick. Here it is. Allen will kick. Flag on the play. Let's see what this is. Punt will be down, and it'll be down to 9.
Penalty.
So it's going to be offsides. I would keep it. They accept, but yeah, I keep the punt. They're going to kick it the other way. It was the 9, and it was now the 3. So what a punt down to the 3-yard line. It'll be Kansas City. Dawson to Garrett. Garrett.
2nd down. Out of bounds.
2nd down and 5. 9.5 to go. Dawson. Play action. He throws it right down the middle, and it is
3rd down.
3rd down and 5. Dawson. Gives to Garrett. Not even
4th down. Out of
4th
bounds.
down and 4, and now they got to punt it back to New England. Team is getting a lot. Oh, if that's going to be on New England, then there is going to be trouble. And the punt, and it'll go out of bounds.
Penalty.
47. It is offsides, and it will be a 1st down for Kansas City. Oh my goodness. 1st down and 10.
Is this going to be like the other game where they gave them a 1st down and then they drive down the field and score a touchdown?
Yeah, that was a different. No. They well.
They brought him back in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, it was huge, and they almost won the game because of that. So it might be 1st down, Kansas City.
2nd down.
Nothing there. It'll be 2nd down and 9. 2nd and 9. They get 3 in the back.
3rd down.
3rd down and 8. We're on our 6th play already. Dawson.
4th down.
Short. It'll be 4th down and 1, and now they got to get built in, and there's the punt. So they're going to punt it. It's going to be all the way down the field, and that was a much better punt. The 34. 1st down and 10. Brady to Vereen. Oh my goodness. Vereen to the 49 and a 1st down. Vereen is like Bo Jackson in Tecmo SuperBowl. 1st down and 10. Vereen.
2nd down.
5. Yeah, 4. It'll be 2nd down. Curly Culp with the stop. 2nd down for Brady. They're going to throw right down the middle, and it is incomplete.
3rd down.
3rd down. I would give it to Vereen. I just give it to him right now. 3rd and 6. Brady. They throw to the
4th down. Penalty.
and it is short. There's a penalty. And it is an illegal block. 4th and 1, and now they're going to have to punt. Here's Allen. Allen the kick. And they're going to pin him back, and it'll be... Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Wow. That's something we almost saw a couple times in the last game, but someone finally did it this game. Wow.
Wow, this is huge now.
Is this about to become a 14-12 game with the safety?
It could. You've been right before, like the last 3 times. 1st down and 10.
2nd down.
Oh, I don't know how they got out of the end zone.
No, I thought that was a safety. There's no red flag in this game, though.
I'll tell you what, I was going to say that now that you would be right 4 times in a row, but you still can be right. 2nd down and 10. That ball is in the end zone right now. Snap. Go to Garrett again, and down he goes.
3rd down.
It'll
Out
be
of bounds.
3rd down and 4. So 3rd and 4. Dawson.
4th down.
It'll be 4th and 1, and they got a kick. Wilson. Here's the punt. High and deep. And it'll be out of bounds on the 47. First and 10. Brady. And he's intercepted by Kearney. Someone got Brady. Brady will tackle him. And Tom Brady just threw a big interception here. Brady with over 2 minutes to go. Throws the interception to Kearney. And what a huge... And Kansas City will have it. First down and 10. Dawson.
Second down.
And that'll be the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes. It's
2-minute
14
warning.
to 10. My goodness. Looking good there. New England with more yards, but Kansas City with more consistency, over double the time of possession. And New England still has not got a third down.
I want to say with the Chiefs that 2 members of their secondary have an insane amount of interceptions. Like they average an interception a game. That's how many interceptions they have. They like average an interception a game. So there's one against the great Tom Brady. So we'll see. I figured it was going to be their defense that's good. I figured that Kansas City's defense is going to be the reason that they win the game, but we'll see.
So here we go, under 2 minutes to go. Second and 6. Dawson. Down he goes.
Third down.
And here I am saying that, and here comes Dante Hightower.
Big third down now. Are they going to go? They're going to hurry it up. Big third down as well. Dawson. Throw down the middle of the down. They got to kick this away. It'll be 4th and 12. Wilson will try and punish the side, and here it is. And he will get it down to the 10-yard line. So first down and 10, Kansas, forgive me, it's 1:10 in the morning here in Thailand. Brady.
Second down.
And they got to be careful in this. It'll be 2nd and 16.
Willie Lanier, a native of Richmond, Virginia, my hometown.
Willie Lanier is going to have a shot. Also, Kansas City calling a timeout. They want to get it back. Second down, Brady.
Third down.
Kansas City should use another timeout here, and they do. 3rd and 14. Brady through the middle. They
Fourth
just
down.
gave Kansas City a timeout. And it's going to be 4th down. Everybody knows once you lose timeouts, basically you lose the touchdown. And it is going to be Smith, the fair catch. So let's see what they can do here. 1:07 to go. Dawson. And there's going to be motion. Dawson.
Second down.
And they got to use the timeout here, and they are not. 48 seconds to go. 2nd and 17. Dawson. Right down the middle. It's going to be on the tail end of first down. Always get that big game. They got to use the timeout. No. 30 seconds to go. Here's Dawson. 30 seconds. Back to throw. Dawson, he's going to run. He gets out of bounds.
Second down. Out of bounds.
There's about 24 seconds.
Unlike the last game, with this game, both of these teams have good kickers. So that's a wash.
It is, and right now they need about another first down to get a field goal. 2nd down and 10. Dawson back to throw. Looking to throw to Garrett and out of bounds.
Third down. Out of bounds.
16 seconds to go. Screen. 15 seconds. So 3rd and 6. Dawson. Dawson will throw it deep, and that is big. Devin McCourty, the big interception, and Len Dawson has given back an interception that Kansas City originally got. And what a huge interception. Don't doubt Brady with 6 seconds. Never doubt him. They're the best Hail Mary team on here. They're an incredibly good Hail Mary team. Brady, and there it is. And it is caught by LaFell.
Out of bounds.
50 yards. So they got 130 yards on 2 plays, which means New England, doing it the normal way, only had 95 yards in that first half as Kansas City a 14-10 lead. Mike in a truck, what do you think? I'm going to go. I have to use the restroom real quick, and I'm going to get some water. Go ahead with halftime.
Yeah, I'm. The score is 4-point score. Uh, New England should be down by 14 or more. It's just those two. The giant play you saw in the 80-yard touchdown run. They've been contained, and they're having a tough time against this Kansas City defense. Yet this is a Tom Brady-led team, and somehow they're still in it. So give them credit. I mean, Brady's 5 of 12 for 41%, 125 yards, and a pick. Len Dawson, on the other hand, is 9 of 14 for 64%, 96 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Dawson's been sacked twice, and Brady has been sacked once. Rushing, I mean, look at this. Vereen, 3 rushes for 101 yards. One of them was an 80-yard explosion that he ran like Bo Jackson. It was insane. Otherwise, they're not able to run the ball. Kansas City, on the other hand, is able to run the ball. Mike Garrett, 16 rushes for 82 yards, and we're at halftime. He's averaging just over 5 yards a carry and a touchdown. Receiving, Pitts, has 5 receptions for 43 yards and a touchdown. Garrett has 2 for 10. Arvanis and Taylor each have 1. For the Patriots, LaFell is the receiving leader, which is a little bit of a surprise. Elliman and Gronkowski only have 1 catch between them. Defensively, Nikovic and Hightower have a sack, and McCourty has a pick for New England. For Kansas City, Willie Lanier has their lone sack, and Kersey, the strong safety, has a pick. So I'm just kind of waiting for Robinson to get his pick because these guys average an interception a game, which is just an insane statistic. Now, if it comes down to kickers, I mean, you got Stenerud up against Gostkowski, and both of them are pretty much automatic. So it's not like the last game where it might have come down to the quality of the kicker. That's a wash here. But time of possession, Kansas City, over 20 minutes. New England has 9 minutes. Kansas City has more than double, and yet they're only winning by 4 points. So it's a testament to being a Tom Brady-led team. You're never out of it. You're never out of it. It's if Belichick's probably in the locker room going, "We got him right where we want him."
And that is true as we go here to the third quarter and the kickoff. It is so true that all you got to do is put Brady in position to win. It doesn't matter how the first 3.5 quarters go. It doesn't matter if up to the 19, first down and 10.
Second down.
It'll be second down. I think they're going to stop giving it to Ridley. Second and 11. The throw, and it's incomplete.
Third down.
A big play, New England. Third down and 11. Brady will look. He's going to throw it right down the middle. And it is Julian Edelman. Big play, Brady. And the first down, it's Julian Edelman at the bottom of your screen, running over the pitcher's mound. And Brady had a man in his face, and he just got away for that. That is incredible. And Kansas City's going to have a first down. Going to have a first down. Brady.
Second down.
And it'll be second and 5. Second down and 5.
Third down.
It'll be a gain of 4. Third down and 1. First down. England, first down and 10. First down and 10.
Second down.
It'll be second down and 10. Second and 10. There's a flag and they moved. So it'll be second and 15 for England. Second down and 15. Ready to throw. They're going to throw down the middle. They got Amendola and a first down. long play on third down was the linchpin here. The first down was a catalyst.
Second down.
He gains 3. It'll be 2nd and 7, his shortest run of the day. Is that 3-yard gain? Second down.
Third down.
Given to Ridley, and he's not doing anything. Third down and 6. Brady.
Fourth down.
And now New England wants to kick the field goal to get it within 1 point. This one will be up, over, it looks good, and it is good. It's almost like Babe Parilli. I was waiting for Babe Parilli from last week in the Jets, where he stood up, ran between 2 defenders, and scored. That was still one of the best plays. First down and 10. For Kansas City. Give to Holmes. Holmes again, and there it is. Holmes to gain a 10 and a first down. Through the third. Here comes Dawson. First down and 10. They give to Mike Garrett. Garrett again.
Second down.
And a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. Second down and 3. The blitz that's going to be on. Down.
Penalty.
We're going to take the penalty because it was 5 yards instead of the 4 yards of the run. First down and 10. Fumble, and that is New England's. And that's how New England wins games when they shouldn't. Fumbles right there and big plays. So it'll be first down for New England. Brady. Brady again to Ridley.
Second down.
4. It'll be 2nd down and 6. 2nd and 6. Brady, he'll throw, and it's LaFell, a first down. Here comes LaFell down to the 26. Brandon LaFell on the first down, and here it goes. It's all New England now. Brady to Vereen. Here's Vereen. Vereen on the run.
Second down.
Vereen gets 7. 2nd and 3. Second down and 3.
Third down.
And it'll be 3rd down and 1. 3rd and 1. Buck Buchanan with the stop. 3rd down and 1.
Fourth down.
4th and 1. Nothing there. I'd give it to Vereen if he's in the game. But Gostkowski wants to give New England the lead. This will be up and over. And what is it? It is killed. New England 16, Kansas City 14. Here in the third with under 3 minutes, and here's the kick. All that because of a fumble. Again, touchback. And then they fumble. First down and 10 for Kansas City. Johnson, here's the carry. Here it again.
Second down. Out of bounds.
2nd down and 10. 2:19 to go. Dawson. Give it to Garrett. Garrett again. What a run.
Third down.
Mike Garrett, they're looking good here. 3rd down and 3. They're going to run the football. The blitz is on. They go to McVay. A first down. McVay, they break the blitz. The game 10. It'll be 1st and 10. 1 more minute to go. Dawson.
Second down.
It'll be 2nd down and 10. Could be the last play of the third. Dawson. And who's going to throw to Garrett in a first down. And the 4th quarter will begin with Kansas City driving down 16-14. But they have a fresh set of downs. And I'll tell you what, they might only have 232 yards for Kansas City. But Mike and the truck, but they've been way more consistent.
They have. A lot of the statistics are coming off of those big gains, the 80-yard run in the first half, and the Hail Mary that was caught, but no time left on the clock. And to their credit, the pass drive, where they actually kicked a field goal. I'm not referring to the interception field goal, the opening drive. So New England's offense is definitely waking up. But how long are they going to be able to contain Kansas City is probably the question in this quarter.
That's true because New England in those last years of winning Super Bowls, their run defense was terrible. It's just in the NFL, you never had any huge running styles like the 72 Dolphins. And that's the biggest thing. Vereen has 113 yards on 7 carries. He's pretty good. So that is 80, that's 33 yards on 6 carries, which is not good if you take away the 80-yard touchdown. 1 sack by Willie Lanier, and 1 for New England for Ninkovich and Hightower. And we begin the 4th quarter. Kansas City will be driving. Dawson, out of bounds.
Second down, out of bounds.
It'll be 2nd down and 11. 2nd down and 11. Dawson,
3rd down.
It'll be 3rd down and 9. They only get 2. 3rd down and 9. Dawson. Deep and incomplete.
4th down.
4th down, they got a catch. So, in a drive where it looks like they would kick a field goal, they don't. The flag on the play, I'm not sure who it's on. And there's the punt, and it is in the end zone.
Touchback, penalty.
Illegal procedure, they're going to decline and be on the 20. 1st down and 10 for New England. Brady play out.
2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down and 6. Clock is running here under 13.
3rd down.
Shortest run of the day. He loses 1, 3rd and 7. Brady will throw, and shot by Edelman. Brady's a master. A 3rd and 6 and more yards. He's a master. Even better when it's like 3rd and 12. Vereen, and here's a 1st down. Here comes New England now. Up 16 to 14. Brady, they get to Vereen again. Here's Vereen.
2nd down.
It'll be 2nd down and 3. Brady.
3rd down.
3rd down and 1. Under 10 minutes to go in the game. Brady, now 4th down. So it'll be 4th and 2, under 9 minutes to go. They're going to come on, Allen. And Allen to the 11. A little more conservative there. It'll be 1st and 10. Dawson. And
2nd down.
Dawson. He's going to throw. 1st down. Going to be tossed there. A big 1st down. 8 minutes to go. Dawson again. The screen. They got him like Gary. They get it out of bounds.
2nd down, out of bounds.
Gain of 5. It'll be 2nd and 5.
3rd down.
3rd and 3. They're driving down the field. They're down by 2, and that's going to hurt. Why is it these teams always keep doing this when they're trying to win football games? 1st down and 15. Dawson. And Bush is on. And his face intercepted. Never thrown that ball. A man in his face, and Collins intercepts. Wow. Now what will happen? They got to hold the field goal. They got to do it. It'll be 1st and 10. Running pretty well.
2nd down.
Down to the 21, 2nd and 6. 5:20 to go. Brady a 1st down. That's Tom Brady, and under 5 minutes to go. 1st down and 10. Brady.
2nd down.
2nd down and 10. 4:04 to go. Brady to throw. Brady will go to throw.
3rd down.
3rd and 8. 3:21 to go.
Fourth down. Injury.
And there's an injury. Brandon LaFell is down. Brian Times is in, and now they're going to kick a field goal. It's up over, and it looks good, and it is good. 23 yards, it's 19-14. And there it is, high and deep. And McVay up to the 34s. This is big.
Yeah, obviously they got to get in the end zone, but if they do get in the end zone, you also have to consider don't leave Tom Brady a whole lot of time.
Yeah, exactly. Because they need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, and then New England can tie it with a field goal. They don't even get to 2, then Brady can go right down the field if he has the time and win the game. 1st and 10. Dawson. He's going to throw, and he got it to Taylor. Otis Taylor to midfield. Are they going to call a timeout? No, they won't. 2 minutes. New England 19, Kansas City
2-minute
14.
warning.
And wow, I'll tell you what, just the consistency by Kansas City going down the field, but they have those 3 turnovers, which are killing them. You know, Mike in the truck, do they do it? Do they score? Do you think?
I don't know. It's no longer about their field goal kicker at this point, at least Kansas City's field goal kicker. It might come down to New England's field goal kicker. If they do score, they can't leave a lot of time on the clock. That's the thing I'm looking at. Even if they do score, you can't leave because you could still very well lose. Yeah, I think they're going to score, but it's just a matter of, that's just my take. It's a matter of how much time is going to be on the clock.
Yeah, look at the rushing and passing yards for Kansas City. Exactly the same. So
Wow.
here we go. 284 minus 13 sacks is 271. You're wondering, Boston.
2nd down.
1:54 to go in the game. This is for the game. Dawson. They give to Mike Garrett up the middle.
3rd down.
Gotta hurry it up. They gotta hurry it up. 1:33 to go. 3rd down and 4. Dawson. And he's looking. Dawson will throw. And it's caught by Taylor and a 1st down.
Out of bounds.
Here comes Kansas City. Minute 27 to go. And the fellas recovered. It'll be 1st down and 10. Dawson again.
2nd down.
2nd down and 10. 1:21 to go. Dawson to throw. They throw it, and it is incomplete.
3rd down.
3rd down and 10.
2 down territory.
Oh, yeah. 3rd and 10. And he will run out of bounds.
4th down. Out of bounds.
That's not good. It's 4th and 17.
No, I don't know if Dawson's going to be able to pull this off. He's got to go 17 yards. He's probably going to do a Hail Mary, but we'll see.
Well, I mean, one of the things you can think of is, I know it's very slim odds, but if you don't make it now, you're going to have no timeouts left on your own 10-yard line or so. Whereas if you punt it, you might have no timeouts, but you'll get the ball at your own 50 or the 40, because if they get a 1st down, the game's over. So I'm thinking maybe a punt at this 4th and 17 might actually be the smart move, because this is almost impossible to get. But let's see, it's going to be 4th and 17. Dawson, he's going to throw, and it is incomplete, and New England will take over. Now, they don't win the game. They need to get a 1st down. 1st down, Brady.
2nd down.
2nd down and 12. Timeout, Kansas City. The blitz is on. They go to
3rd down.
3rd down. 1 timeout left. They get a 1st down. Game's over. Brady.
4th down.
4th and 7. Down. Kansas City's going to have one last chance with no timeouts. And less than 39 to go. 1st and 10. Dawson, and this is trouble. This is big trouble.
Second down,
Is it a
out of
safety?
bounds.
No, he's out of bounds at the zone 1. Oh my. Oh my. It's second down. They got to go.
If that was a
99
safety, holy cow, he looked like Fran Tarkenton running for his life.
Yeah. It is 2nd and 24, but it's on their own 1. They got to go 99 yards in 31 seconds.
Hand it off to Tony Dorsett. Oh, wait, wrong team.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a Kansas City person. 2nd out and 24. They got no timeout. They got to go 99 yards. Through the middle on his side. Oh my goodness, Richardson. Hey, oh my, Richardson, maybe. Now, they're going to have one play.
Yeah, do they have time?
And they're going to get it. Here's Dawson. Dawson again. He's out.
Second down, out of bounds.
They're going to have time. They're going to have one play. 2 seconds. They got to throw it the length of the
This is
field.
nuts. This is absolutely nuts. But here we go.
Yeah, here we go. And it's 19-14. And Dawson, they're going to have to go all the way with this. It's going to have to go all the way. They got no timeouts, and it is incomplete.
Third
And that's
down.
a football game. The final score, New England 19, Kansas City 14. New England comes back with 9 second half points, 9-0 there. And New England wins by 5, and they move on to the next round. As New England, a 19-14 game, it was all big plays, and it wasn't really, it was totally big plays here. As Tom Brady, you can see very modest numbers. You put Richard Todd, you believe Richard Todd would throw those numbers. And you look at Len Dawson, he's 16 of 29, 198. Not the best game in the world for him. Mike Garrett, 104 yards. And quite frankly, 133 for Shane Vereen. You were right. The 80-yard touchdown was the difference. Was the absolute difference. That 80-yard touchdown, they never recovered. Kansas City never recovered. And now you take a look at everything else. That is big. And Dante Hightower, 12 tackles.
Look at the defense. 5 sacks, 2 picks. That's something you'd think we would see out of Kansas City, and we saw it out of New England. They kept them in the game, too.
Yeah, that was a big thing. They stalled all those drives. Well, it's 19-14, your final. And the next game, the next time we see each other, is going to be the Steelers, as we begin 2 weeks of the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then at the end of March, we finish with Philadelphia and LA. And I'll tell you what, the Eagles-Raiders, that'll be a heck of a game. But I'll tell you the 2 games that are going to be good, the 74 Steelers and the 1990 Giants, 2 very similar teams. And the 79 Steelers and the 81 49ers, where the 49ers play right into the Steelers' weaknesses of those quick-throwing teams. Well, Mike in a truck, these games are now the seeds where they're very close. So basically, anyone could be playing anyone right now because the seeds are so close. Yeah. They could be playing in Pittsburgh. They could be playing anywhere. Why? Because there's really nothing between these teams.
Yeah, the one I really want to see is the Philadelphia-LA Raiders game. That's a coin flip. I'm gonna favor the Raiders, but not by much. I think that's going to be a defensive battle. Both defenses are insane. Both have above-average offenses. Both have similar. Both have good tight ends. Both have a good running back. It's now, as for notes here. With the 90 Giants, Phil Simms was the starter for the majority of the season. He didn't play in the Super Bowl because he was hurt. but Phil Simms will be the starter for this game. And for the 2017 Eagles, it's Carson Wentz who is the starter. It goes by who started the majority of the season, with one exception. I shouldn't say that. It was who was ultimately named the starter. If the backup came in and finished the year, it's the way we have these built for the NFL 100. It's a starter. So, for example, the '87 Washington, Schrader started most of the games, but eventually Williams was named the starter, and he won the Super Bowl. So, since he was named the starter, Williams is the starter on that team. Um, but if it's due to injury and normally the starter would be playing, so that for the case of the '90 Giants and the 2017 Eagles, their starters are going to be Phil Simms and Carson Wentz, respectively, who both had really good seasons. So um, I'll be honest with you, I'm giving all three home teams, I'm favoring by 3 in this. The Giants, the 49ers, and the Raiders. I'm favoring the home team by 3. I think they're going to be close games, but I'm going to go with the home team.
And you're forgetting about one team too. The 1990 Giants, as you said, was Hostetler. And the funny part is, Hostetler is a Western Pennsylvania quarterback. There have been many Western Pennsylvania Super Bowls where both quarterbacks were from Western Pennsylvania. Hostetler was one, and Jim Kelly was one. Jim Kelly from Butler County, and Hostetler from Cochranton. But the biggest thing is, people forget the 1974 Steelers opening day was Joe Gilliam, and the first few games were Joe
Yes,
Gilliam.
yes, and said
And
but that's the same too. I think he might have had more passes than Bradshaw, but in the
yeah,
end, Bradshaw was a starter. So the same scenario, Bradshaw starting up against Phil Simms. Another little history: '79 Steelers, the only team in history, and the way the free agency works, will have to be the only team in history that is a Super Bowl champion that is 100% homegrown,
yep,
meaning every single player on that team in that year was drafted by Pittsburgh. Every last one, all of them
all
were
43 of them.
all 45, but
Yeah,
yeah, all of them
yeah.
were drafted by Pittsburgh. Every last one, they have a Super Bowl ring. Got to be the
That
only time that's ever going to happen.
and that's why I rank Chuck Noll as number one when it comes to head coaches of all time, because Belichick had some sort of a base because Parcells was before him in New England, and they did go to a Super Bowl a few years before Belichick did, and they had some of the same things in place. In fact, Drew Bledsoe was his quarterback at the very beginning of the season. That's another one for the 2001 Patriots. Brady is in for Bledsoe, and Bledsoe might have had more passes than Brady, but he got injured and stuff. Then Brady was named the starter. But here's the but here's the thing: Chuck Noll built himself that team of 4 Super Bowl champions, and the Steelers had never scored a touchdown in the postseason. They only made one postseason game. It was against Philadelphia, and that's because they tied for the division, and they lost the extra game 21-0. They played in a playoff bowl, but nobody ever cares about playoff bowls. That's more like one of those college football games where it means nothing. Though Lombardi had a saying about that, but this is a family program, so we're not going to repeat that. But so that's why I say Chuck Noll's number one easily. He took a team who 43 years existed, and they had not their first postseason touchdown was the Immaculate Reception for the Steelers. First time they ever scored a postseason touchdown was the Immaculate Reception. It's 1933 through 1972. That's incredible. And then the Steelers, and Chuck Noll built the team himself. And the biggest thing about Chuck Noll was he went to the black colleges in the South, the Gramblings and North Carolina A&Ts, the Alabama A&Ms. North Alabama A&M was John Stallworth, and I think North Carolina A&T was Arrowhead Holmes. And he went to North Texas back at the time, I believe was in that conference. That was Mean Joe Green. And he went and just picked up the players there and scouted them and said they can play just as well as anybody else. And right, he won 4 Super Bowls. Tons of players, and it was great. And they only had one player. I'm thinking of 3 players: Jack Ham, Franco Harris, and Lynn Swan that went to big name universities. It was USC for Lynn Swan, and Franco Harris and Jack Ham were Penn State. And that's the only really big name university I can think of. Terry Hanratty went to Notre Dame, but he didn't play too much. But that's all I could think of. That's all I can think of with big name universities. I'm sure there are more, but it's like, where did Donnie Shell go? You know, where did Mel Blunt go to college? You know, where did Jack Lambert went to Kent State, and he majored in being a veterinarian. And he now today is in Armstrong County in Pennsylvania. He's a what do you call that? One of those people that catches poachers.
Yeah, I know
And
what you're
you don't
talking
want
about.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
you
works for
don't
the
want him
Forestry
coming after you.
Commission, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't want him coming after you.
No, no.
But it's so that is good. I look forward to that in the next few weeks.
I
so
also
it'll
look
be
forward
good.
to the fact that we'll be done. Think about this. We will have simmed, it's taken us months, but 32 games. And then we had the play-in bracket, so it'll be 34 games. And then we will be on to the final 32, which will be 16 games. But we can do that in 8 weeks. So, and then we're getting through, in theory, we should have much harder fought, closer games. In theory.
Oh yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, in
So,
theory, the Super Bowl should be very close. And look at the first
yeah,
24 of them.
we say that, then watch one team win 40-0.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the thing. And we've gone every week, so we've almost gone 4 months of doing this.
Oh Lord, what's the matter with us?
Yeah, hey, this is fun. I get to see what's happening. I get to see that the United States are still there when I get to talk to you.
Oh,
That's the nice part. I'm here in Thailand.
Well, yeah, well.
No political speak. I'm just here saying
No,
that
it's nuts. It's nuts. There's a gas station next door to us at work, and let's see. Last week, gas was at $3.35 on Monday,
Yeah.
and then it went up 20 cents to $3.55. And then on Thursday, it went from $3.55 to $3.75. And then on Friday, it went from $3.75 to $3.79. Then on Monday, it went up to $4.15. And then it went up to like $4.35 or something like that. Then it's gone back down to $4.15. And it has actually gone back down, but it's going to go up again.
Oh, it went down to $4.15. Well, let's all celebrate on that. Oh
Yeah,
my
it
God.
went down. I think it went up to $4.35. Then it went back down to $4.15. It went up to $4.35 one day, then the next day it went down to $4.15. It's so volatile. But yeah,
God.
Now that's in our town. Now in Pennsylvania, they're approaching 5 from what I've heard. So
The highest gas taxes in the United States is in Pennsylvania.
is it?
I
thought it was
that
Connecticut, but
it's I think it's Pennsylvania because they have so many refineries there in Petrolia near Karn City, where Jim Kelly actually was, that they could sell it really, really cheap, but they just blast the taxes, and it's like, oh my God. And
well, I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's a lot of pressure on both parties, and even some in the media, to have a temporary hold put on the federal gas tax, which is 18.9%, just to ease everybody a little bit. I don't know if anything's going to come out of that. Some states have gas taxes, some don't. My state didn't, but the prior governor instituted a gas tax. It might already be in effect. I'm not sure. I don't know, but we have a new governor now, so I don't know what's going to happen with that. But it would definitely soften the blow. But
now I remember I've been at 2 extremes. Number one, Thailand is usually in other countries it's more expensive, so it's $4 a gallon here. It's been $4 a gallon. Now I believe it's like up to $4.50 or something. They do it by Thai baht, but they do it by liter. So I have to multiply everything by 4. So when they show 36 baht, 32 is $1. and 36. So 32 time is a dollar times a liter times 4 liters into a gallon. So I'm like, okay, it's about 4.50 a gallon. I remember when I was in Saudi, I was a teacher there. I was in Yambu for 2 years. And I remember having an SUV and I filled it up for $8 because it was 22 cents a gallon. And yeah, it was 22 to 25 cents a gallon. I remember that. And I remember I took out 50 reals and there was this guy pumping gas, 50 reals. Remember, it's 375 to 1.
Excuse me.
So 50 reals is 4 into 50. It's about $12, about $12, $13. And the guy came over and he goes, oh, yeah, it'll be like 33 reals. And I just gave him the 50, said, keep the change because it felt like robbery. And the guy was so happy because I gave him all the change. He was really happy. And I'm like, it feels like robbery because I just got all this for, I filled up an SUV for $9.
Wow.
I'm like, oh my goodness. And that was incredible. And then by the time I left though, the king had tripled the price on oil on it because he got the taxes out of there. Because when I was in Saudi, taxes were still illegal in Saudi Arabia. They were still, the mullah said, no, that's well, we don't do any taxes. So there was no income tax. There was no federal income tax. There was no, what he calls it, sales tax. And then
Yeah.
what they did was they added stuff on, but they didn't call it a tax because that's still illegal over there. You can't have taxes, but they called it like a surcharge. They called it other things. And then once they started doing that, then it became like that. It was 2.25 a gallon when I left. 25 cents when I started, 2.25 when I left.
I'm gonna put us on
That was a
camera
huge
just
size.
just to break it up a little bit. Sorry, because I just back in it. People have people watch. If anybody's watching this, they're just looking at the screen and talking about seeing people talk about gas. So we're up on camera. But yeah, I got to run anyway. My wife just had to take my daughter out, so I got to see what my son's doing. But
Okay.
hey, Chris, thanks for doing this again. It's always fun. Um, and look forward to doing this again in the future, if you will. And thanks for joining in.
Thank you very much. The only thing I would say, and this is when I leave, for all of you, I got a job next year in Pakistan. So what does that mean? It means that whenever we get to June, I'm going to have to take a break from recording and doing this. So if we go to June here, I'm hoping we can get everything over by the end of June 18th, I believe. That's a Friday. That's my last day here. All my computer goes out the 17th of June. So that's my last day. And then when I get it back, it's probably going to be in early August because it's 6 weeks. It
Yeah.
gets shipped, and then by the time it gets back, I set up and all that stuff. So there's going to be a gap. So if we do, don't worry. But that'll be good. That'll be good as soon as I get it back. If we do go over, it'll be good, and you'll get to see the Islamabad. You'll get to see. It's a beautiful city. It really is. People get a misconception. I would say take a look at it on YouTube. It's actually a really beautiful city. It's up north. It's very good. I can't wait. I'm excited.
Well, good for you. We congratulate you on that. Um,
Oh, thank you very much.
all right. Well, I'm gonna head on out here, Chris. Thanks again for
All right.
everything. We'll catch you next time.
Thank you very much.